Brace yourselves for shocking news about the heavyweight showdown possibly derailed by a 6-month training camp and a jaw-dropping report on declining MMA pay-per-view buys. You won't believe what's causing the chaos behind the scenes in these must-know updates. The heavyweight landscape is in a frenzy, with Jon Jones requesting a 6-month preparation window before facing interim champion Tom Aspinall. Insiders suggest that if Jones insists on such an extensive camp, any hopes of a summer showdown may be lost, potentially pushing the bout towards September or later. Many fans understand that a title unification fight is massive, requiring Jones to be at his best, while others see this as another example of the champion slowing down the division. After all, Jones has only competed twice in the last 5 years, leaving some wondering if this extended layoff is strategic or necessary. Meanwhile, Aspinall has stayed relatively busy and seems keen to unify the belts as soon as possible. Whether this request is caution or fear, the debate rages on, and the clock is ticking for the UFC to finalize plans for what could be one of the year's most anticipated matchups. News of Jon Jones demanding a half year to ready himself for Tom Aspinall sparked a wildfire of responses. A segment of the MMA community believes the champion's approach is reasonable, given the magnitude of a heavyweight title defense against a surging talent. They argue that the extra time ensures a flawless performance and preserves the legacy of a man widely hailed as one of the greatest mixed martial artists. On the other hand, critics claim Jones is stalling, pointing out his sporadic fight schedule and saying fans have already endured lengthy waits for his appearances. Some see this as unfair to Aspinall, who is in his prime and eager to capitalize on his momentum. The division's growth could stagnate, leading to disillusionment among casual viewers who want to see titles defended regularly. One thing is certain, the MMA world remains sharply divided on who's to blame. In a bold move, former lightweight champion Charles Oliveira has set his sights on the BMF title, going so far as to propose a showdown with former featherweight kingpin Max Holloway. Their previous encounter ended prematurely back in 2015, with Oliveira sustaining an unexpected injury. Now both have evolved tremendously, and Oliveira believes a BMF clash is the perfect stage to rewrite their story. Citing his track record of relentless aggression and willingness to face all challengers, Dubronk says a BMF strap would solidify his reputation as the toughest fighter in the game. While no formal negotiations or announcements have been made, fans can't help but speculate on how their styles would mesh a second time. Holloway has teased a move to 155 pounds after a setback against another top contender. Whether the promotion green lights this dream matchup remains to be seen, but the buzz is growing by the day.
Bro, that BMF belt would look real nice in a collection.
All those featherweight belts. By the way, are you blown away by Charles?
He was always a killer, bro. He just needed to figure it out, and I think he figured it out, and
But now he's become like a superstar.
it's exciting to see, bro.
And someone said that, and going into that fight, he was winless in Canada, had never won. I think he was 0-4 in Canada.
I saw that stat.
And someone said he lost his voice in Canada against you.
Welterweight standout Sean Brady has secured what could be the biggest fight of his career, a headlining spot against former champion Leon Edwards. When Jack Della Maddalena withdrew, Brady was quick to take the call, eager to test himself against an opponent who's never been submitted in his professional career. Confidence radiates from Brady as he insists once he locks onto a neck, the fight is as good as over, even if that neck belongs to a battle-tested title holder. For Edwards, it's a chance to rebound from losing his championship belt and prove he can handle elite grapplers. Fans have wondered if Brady's wrestling-heavy style can crack the unbreakable defense of Edwards, who has thrived on avoiding submissions. The matchup promises to be a pivotal clash, as Brady could emerge a serious contender with a win, while Edwards aims to reaffirm his place among the division's best.
It's not what I see in Leon, it's just what I see in myself. I think if you have a neck, I can choke you. Leon has a neck, so I'm going to try to choke him.
In the midst of heated title match discussions, several fight cards have seen significant shakeups. Ariane Carnelosi withdrew from an upcoming bout, giving Estela Nunes a chance to battle Loma Lookboonmee on April 5th. Meanwhile, heavyweight Don'Tale Mayes will square off against Thomas Peterson in May, both looking to halt recent losing skids. There's also news that Paul Craig is set to meet Ikram Aliskerov, a fight that could redefine their positions in a stacked division. Additionally, Ismail Nardiev and Junyong Park have shifted their clash from May to a June event, ensuring that fans still get to see them go toe-to-toe soon. These changes highlight an ever-fluid MMA landscape where opportunities arise and vanish in the blink of an eye. Enthusiasts await how these revisions could affect rankings and future title shots in an already competitive field. Another talk of the town matchup is the scheduled bout between Rainier de Ridder and rising star Bo Nickel. Both fighters carry strong grappling pedigrees, but there's an extra layer of tension thanks to lingering animosity between their Florida-based teams. De Ridder openly states he wants Nickel to wrestle more so he can attempt a third consecutive submission victory. Meanwhile, Nickel requested this fight, perhaps eager to showcase the wrestling that made him a top prospect. Fans recall that Nickel sometimes relies on powerful striking to set up takedowns, but de Ridder vows to force scrambles on the ground. Observers see this showdown as a testing ground to see if Nickel can cement his place among the top 15, or if de Ridder will spoil the party. No matter who emerges victorious, this collision promises to deliver a classic grappler's delight, fueled by a local rivalry that never truly died.
It's been a bad couple of years. The stress I've been put through, the stress my family's been put through, to even just get fights, it hasn't been nice. It's hard for me to talk bad because I've had a couple good years at one as well. In the beginning, they treated me well, but over the last couple of years, it's been really bad.
Former light heavyweight champion Jon Jones is back and hungrier than ever after undergoing double shoulder surgery. The 42-year-old admits recovery was tougher than anticipated, taking longer than in his younger years. For months, Jones feared the procedures had gone wrong due to lingering pain and restricted mobility. However, he turned a corner, waking up one day to find his shoulders feeling noticeably improved. Now he's set to face Carlos Ulberg, hoping to re-establish himself as a top contender in a shifting division. Beyond that, Jones has unfinished business with current champion Magomed Ankalaev, having fought him to a controversial split draw in their previous meeting. With a victory over Ulberg, Jones believes he can demand a rematch that would finally settle who deserves the 205-pound throne. Though the climb is steep, the legendary Polish power remains determined to reclaim his lost title.
Hello guys, it is what it is, injury, you know, but it's not so really bad. I can do some training. That's why I'm in the mountains right now, do some counter training. I think 5 weeks and I can do anything.
A fresh boxing league has emerged, and its pay scale has sparked conversations across combat sports circles. Leaked figures show that an unranked fighter might earn $20,000 for a 10-round bout, while those ranked within the company's top 5 to 10 could see around $50,000. A top 3 or top 4 ranking jumps earnings to $125,000, and championship fights can yield $375,000 for challengers or $750,000 for defending champions. The organization also offers 4 fights per year, mirroring a well-known UFC approach to scheduling. Some athletes see this as a major upgrade compared to smaller tier boxing promotions, but skeptics argue the structure still lags behind the lucrative paydays of mainstream boxing. Whether this league can attract top tier talent remains to be seen, though the promise of consistent activity is alluring. Observers wonder if this approach could reshape the way fighters and promoters negotiate contracts in both boxing and MMA. Talk of falling pay-per-view figures has the MMA world abuzz, with reports indicating sales are dropping faster than expected. Insiders claim some fighters no longer receive revenue shares from PPV events, citing minimal returns. Pricing remains a hot topic. Critics point to the rising cost of pay-per-views and the requirement of additional subscriptions as prime factors driving fans to cheaper or free alternatives. With star power at a low, the days of blockbuster draws like Conor McGregor and Ronda Rousey feel distant, leaving promoters scrambling for the next crossover sensation. Others argue the market is oversaturated with fight cards, diluting fan interest and making high-priced events less enticing. Piracy has also soared as tech-savvy viewers find ways around paywalls. Some wonder if a new streaming model could revitalize MMA, offering more affordable access without losing profitability. For now, the downward trend has the entire industry on edge. In an apparent bid to offset sagging PPV numbers, the UFC has added more sponsorship content, such as stake ads, to free fight uploads on platforms like YouTube. Fans immediately voiced their opinions, accusing the organization of scrambling for revenue at the expense of viewer experience. The debate centers on the high cost of pay-per-view events versus the quality of the cards, as well as the frequency of events at the UFC Apex. Many argue that scheduling fewer higher stakes fights could entice more viewers to buy pay-per-views, rather than scattering big names across multiple mid-tier shows. Others suggest a subscription-based model akin to major sports leagues, offering comprehensive coverage at a lower monthly rate. Whether these sponsorship expansions and shifting strategies will mend the gap remains to be seen. One thing is certain, soon. Changes are coming, and fans are eager to see whether the UFC can adapt to modern viewer demands. That's all for now in this whirlwind of heavyweight showdowns, new title aspirations, and surprising pay-per-view drama. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below so you don't miss a single twist in the ever-evolving fight game.